And then in verse 27, he tells them actually what is happening here. And in verse 27, he says, no one can enter a strong man's house and plunder his goods unless he first binds the strong man, and then he will plunder his house. No one can enter the strong man's house and plunder it unless he binds the strong man, and then he can plunder his house. And so what Jesus is saying is actually what's happening here is this, is there actually is a strong man. I'm not him, but there actually is a prince of the power of the air. There actually is a Beelzebub. There actually is a real and present enemy, and his name's Satan, and he's a strong man, and he is reigning in this place right now. But what Jesus is saying is not only is that person there, but I have come. Do you notice this? So the strong man has this realm that's his house. He has this place that he lives in, that he is controlling the people in. And that's a picture of Satan and evil and the world. And he has this place. And what Jesus is saying is, I just kicked down the door. And I walked in to the one who you believe to be the strongest, and I tied him up, and I'm plundering his house, and I'm letting people go. The very one who's binding people, I have bound. That's what Jesus is saying. He is not denying. I want you to understand this, church, because there are churches and people that are denying this, and that he is not denying that there is a strong man in the house. He is not denying that there is a real and present enemy. He is not denying the existence of Satan and his hold and over people. But what he is saying is, while there's a strong man in the house, he just got tied up because I kicked the door down and I came to earth. God has become man. And now he's plundering the house. I love that picture. And I know that you know that I'm a little bit sometimes rougher around the edges than some people, and sometimes I don't talk about all of the cute stuff as much as some guys do and all of that. And listen, Jesus came in an immense amount of love and grace and kindness and all of those things. But Jesus came to thrash the house of Satan. He came to rip from his grips those people who he would save. You know what I love about this? We talk about local missions. We talked about foreign missions this morning in Sunday school. We talk about reaching our communities, our neighbors, and the nations with the gospel. Here's what I want you to know. I don't care how strong Satan is and how much of a grip he has on the soul of a person. At the moment that Jesus desires to save him, he is powerless to do so. Jesus saves him at that moment and brings the dead man to life, and the strong man stands by tied up watching. Aren't you thankful for that? Aren't you thankful for those people who you meet, those people who you talk to, those people who seem so wrapped up, so locked up in their sin, so hard and struggling with their life that you think they could never be saved? Let me tell you something. If it's God's will that they be saved, he cannot hold them from the power of God. He cannot hold them. And so Jesus says, listen, I've come into this earth, and I am binding the strong man. I am casting him out. I am setting the captives free.